Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How is everybody doing this evening? Just trying to finish up getting my computer set up. Stupid YouTube made me late. Trash platform. Took 5 minutes to get a damn thumbnail. I don't know what is up with their stupid whatever, but they make way too much money for things not to work. I mean, hell, they make all that premium money off of people paying subscriptions, and they can't even get their thumbnails to work. It literally took me 20 tries. Call it stupid. Kind of like me being an electrician and I can't supply power. Except they're gonna make their money regardless. Anywho, enough of that. How's it going, everybody? I see we got Bob's in the house. What's up, bro? So as promised in yesterday's live, and I think my lens is dirty. Sorry. It looks a little better. Anyways, how's it going, brother? Like I said, as promised in yesterday's episode, we have not done anything with this in a good year and a half. I was running VP in it, so of course we did not put after run oil in it. So we are going to see how this looks. Ought to be exciting, even though it is just pulling an engine. But anyways, here we go. John Paul, what's up? How you doing, brother? I don't remember if I cleaned up the air filter, getting it ready, or if it just was still in good shape when I was done. I don't know. Yeah, you guys have seen videos or lives with this running. The only time this is run has been on my lives, so you guys have seen every bit of fuel ran through this. Pretty sure I haven't pulled the engine or anything since I installed this and started running it. So like this will be the first time that it gets to come out. Let's see. Get our tools ready. Should be everything that I need. So what we are going to do is just like always, I'm going to isolate the fuel tank, and then it doesn't leak. And no, we're not going to take 90% of the truck apart to get to the engine, because we know how to set the mesh when we're done, and we ain't scared. I know it's hard. Some people just are scared. But anyways, we've got rubbish sitting in there. We have to flip it over. Pop the exhaust loose. Can't find the hole. Found it. Alright, get in there. Really? Why is it so hard to find that damn thing? And there's leaves in it, I can't see it. Oh, come on. I mean, I was right there. Don't want so hard about that. Anyways, all aspects. What's up, brother? Man, if that wasn't you in the comments on that Facebook post, I'd have been throwing him $50 for that, the Savage that didn't have the aluminum on it. Well, that was interesting. But I see you in there asking him before me, so I wasn't gonna be an asshole. But I definitely would have given him $50 for that thing. So I hope you get it. Looked like it didn't need much work. Come on, get in the damn screw. Yeah, for those of you that have not seen this truck in action, these Dynamite 28s are freaking torque monsters. This thing is a wheelie machine. As a matter of fact, trying to keep the nose down is almost impossible. Raw, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Alright. We got the goods. Yeah, we collected some leaves. Doing good, man. Doing good. Hell yeah. Hey, buddy, I know we've talked about it, but you still got that those parts for that Sin available, or did you decide to keep it, or name a price? You know, we'll get a deal going on that thing. I need that that drive shaft, or whatever you call it, the one that holds the spur gears. I have a Sin that just sits on the shelf and looks at me. Can't do anything with it. Alright. This thing, excuse me, this thing is disgusting. Alright. Gotta run a fan over here because it's warm. And it won't leave my paper towels alone. So again, This is all year and a half, just been sitting. This thing ought to be a lot easier to clean than when I get them and rebuild them. Seems like it's coming off pretty easy. Yeah, we're gonna strip this thing completely down, see what we got. Let me clean this up real quick. Guess I gotta put a broom on it. Yeah, so Raw, when I went home, I meant to grab that piston and sleeve for the 4.1. I think that was one of the first gifts that you donated to me, and I forgot the damn thing. And I got a couple of 4.1s now. I don't know what kind of shape they're in, but now I'm probably gonna need it, and I don't have it. I have to have the wife dig it out and mail it to me, I guess, or something. But anyways, Lotus, what's up? Will be the whole truck. Cool. Yeah, I'll send you a message after the show, and we'll discuss it. Cause yeah, definitely would like to get that, and then hopefully put it together right this time. Gasket still looks good. Alright, like I said, this thing is set for, well over a year and a half. No after run oil. Did we mess it up, or is it still in good shape? We're gonna find out, see how good VP fuel really is. Northeast Miles, what's up? I'm here, you don't have to yell at me. I saw that. I wasn't gonna yell at you. I don't like yelling at people. I've probably only yelled at a couple people. I try not to get too excited. Anywho, let's see. It's like I want to get this carburetor out of the way, but I want all this crap going inside. That looks better. Let's see here. Fan, go away. All right. Super tired today. Long, hot day, says Lotus. Yeah, it only got up to like 106 today, so it's kind of a cold front. A couple degrees further down, and people are going to start wearing hoodies. That happens out here. I just laugh. I need... Moved all my tools out of the way. Nice. Come out real nice and easy. Actually, we'll go ahead and wipe this up a little bit. It's not too bad, just a little bit of oil and dirt mix. Okay. Oh, I need the other one. Moved all my tools over to the other table. Okay, hot for me, cold for you. 87. Hey man, I get it. I mean, Kansas City's about as humid as it gets. I think on average throughout the summer it's 78-80% humidity. Upwards of, we like to call it rain humidity. But yeah, humidity sucks. You know, to the defense of the people down here, their blood thins out, and then, you know, it's not their fault. Good thing that didn't just fall out. We'll go ahead and clean up that one-way bearing too while we got it out. That thing looks new. Did I put a brand new one in there? I might have. I don't remember. It's kind of like putting a trigger lock on your pistol. No, it's not fun, Northeast. Not at all. Yeah, that was today, swimming in your clothes. It's funny, I tell the people down here, because they're like, man, I'm sweating. I was like, I don't see any sweat. What are you talking about? I mean, you know, they get a couple drops and, you know, they're sweating. It's like, man, I'm used to, only thing dry on me is where my shirt overlaps my jeans and then where my jeans overlap my boots. You know, a total of 6 inches of clothing, you know, up and down wise. That's it. Everything else just soaked. I hate working in that crap. But a place like this, yeah, it's too hot for me to become a permanent resident. Too much sun. Kind of got ginger skin. Me and that big flaming ball of nope. We made a deal a long time ago. I stay covered up and it does not put blisters on me. piston up a little ways so the skirt doesn't catch. There's a little bit of oil sitting down in there, but I would say not too bad. I don't see any rust. I mean, this engine literally has maybe a gallon on it. Yeah, it's slowly rolling over. It just means it's well broke in. Anyways, they don't know what sweating is. Hell no, they don't. Aren't you stuck there for another year? Yeah. My next building scope starts up in about roughly October. We're about to finish up this first building, and then yeah, my next scope starts up about October, November. So literally I should be getting done with that building roughly about this time next year. So literally it'll be, by the time that job ends, it'll be 3 summers and 2 winters. So I got here in April last year. So yeah, by the time I leave here, humidity is really gonna suck because I will not be used to it anymore. Yeah, so no lacquer, no gummy oil. I mean, there's oil residue. No rust. The fuel tank itself was empty, so I did apparently run it dry. Get off of there. I don't know if you guys can see. A little bit of oil on there, but it's good stuff. But you do have the track there. Yes. It sucks. Hopefully the next job is somewhere nice. I mean, things change, of course, but unless it changed dramatically, I'm pretty sure I will be in El Paso. And they've got a track that I think they call it Party Track or something. I don't remember. I looked it up last summer. Looks like a pretty nice track. I don't know if they do any major events there or not. Can't remember. But yeah, so this time next year, or I don't know, if they get more work down in this area and they want me to stay, I'll be here even longer, but at the moment, sounds like I'll be going to El Paso. We got a huge job going on there that's supposed to be like a 10-year deal. But that's what they say about all these data centers. You're boned. Huh? Super hot there too. Oh yeah, in El Paso? Oh yeah. And they got a little more humidity there, so won't be as nice. Alrighty. Take the head off. I'm gonna take that engine mount off. And yes, scratch. I think I scratched that first like as soon as it was broken in, flipped it over. Come on. Be a few hours from Texas Hill and Woogie. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple people down there. Texas Aggie, I don't remember how far he said. He might even be like 10 hours from there. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a few people. I think even Chino Steve is down. I sent him something, one of the giveaways, but I'm pretty sure he's in Texas. I just don't remember where. And I mean, hell, if I go meet up with Woogie in Texas, hopefully even get to meet up with HPI'd. That would be cool. A lot of cool people over there in Texas. Depending on the weather this weekend, it looks like it's supposed to get to like 106, but if I go early, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's not raining, I think we're gonna get this guy out. Let the El Camino stretch her legs. Sound that must have made, huh? Oh, and Xavier too? Hell yeah. The sound that must have made. What was I talking about? What sound we talking about, bro? Are you building data centers? No, I didn't say that. Push the button. You know, I don't think I've ever taken the button off by that. Alright, so this is one of the few engines I have that I can say from day one, very first drop of fuel. Let's see, which way did I... Hoping I still got this right. But what I was going to say was, there we marked the back. You know, every bit of fuel that was run through here was me. Has a nice golden, I mean, I don't know what you guys would call perfect in the world of nitro, but I mean, that looks like a really good mix. And I didn't realize that, I think looks like I got the wrong glow plug in there. It's a little short. But another shim. And another shim. How many shims this thing got on it? Apparently a few. I was seeing if it would come out with the finger, but it will not. Wishful thinking. Texas Hill, what's up? We're just talking about you. I won't ask. I know you can't say. Yeah, I mean, I can probably say like what I do. I just can't really talk about what I do. I love it when they come out that easy. So this is, I don't know, I'd say at most 1.5 gallons, but probably right around 1 gallon on this thing. It's got good coloring, no dark spots from running lean. I mean, you guys watched the break-in on it, and what was that, Lotus? Like a 2-hour, 2-hour straight run. I think you had timed it based off of how long that live was. Like straight 2 hours, no shutting off. But anyways, if I didn't already say, what's up, Texas Hill? How you doing, brother? 8 hours. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a long ways. It'd be worth going for a weekend to hang out with the boys, if they would have me. Really clean piston. The whole thing's got a nice little golden tint to it. You know, and if I didn't know any better, I would say that is the same exact piston and sleeve that's in the Savage 4.6. Like, just like the one we took out last night. I guess they're all what, SH or Force? I guess Force engines. So this bushing did not spin. You can still see through the oil port, unlike last night's debacle. Yeah, while I'm out here, I need to try and hook up with Ever. I think we're both like 4 to 6 hours from Glamis or something like that. We need to go meet up and do some running. Seems like a pretty cool dude to meet. Let's see, not too far if you live in Texas. I mean, 8 hours is like, I mean, that's close for Texas. What is it, 2 days to get across Texas? From east to west? Or like at least 12 hours, 16 hours, something like that. So it looks like, just like the 4.6 that comes with the Savage, this has 4 shims, I think. There's that one just really thick. There's one. Yep, 4 shims. Just like that purple head 4.6 we took apart last night. I could drive to Florida in 8 hours. I mean, Ohio's not that far from Florida if you think about it. All my exes live in Texas. Everyone's in Cali. Yeah, I think he's down by close to Tijuana. We had talked about it at one point. I don't remember exactly where he said. Because I think it's called like Chula Vista, is like on the south side of San Diego, just north of the border. I thought that's what he said, he was around that area. I could be wrong. But we did discuss meeting up at one point. Man, I would say, oh, I already did take the spring. Duh, I forgot. I would say VP's some pretty good fuel. So if you do like I did and forget or don't bother or whatever to put after run in and you're running VP, I think you're going to be just fine. Really? I don't remember it being quite that tight, but you can tell where it kind of scuffed up the side of the block. Yeah, should barely fit. I like it when they clean up real easy with a brush. No scrubbing involved. Don't worry, if we get dirt in there, we're gonna rinse it for sure, so no problem. Pretty much all nitro is VP nowadays. Yeah, but I mean, they all have a little bit different mixture, especially with like the oil, yada yada, additives, whatever. And they don't all say you can run them without without after run oil, but they do say it about VP. I mean, hell, even isn't Traxxas even made by VP? And then they dump like 4 tons of oil in it. She looks pretty clean down in there. So nice having a nice easy strip down. So used to all those piston and sleeves that don't want to move. But I have new hope now that when I found that using the zip tie with the rag, like we did on that one the other day, seemed to work out pretty good. Bearings are in good shape. Clutch shoes are in good shape. I think these things are brand new when I put them on there. It doesn't look like they have hardly any wear. Nope, Top Fuel is made by Traxxas. Well, so Top Fuel makes Traxxas, or Top Fuel is made by Traxxas? You're saying their fuel, because they call it Top Fuel, is made by. I thought they were made by VP. Well, that explains a lot. Still looks kind of new and shiny. Yeah, when I'm pretty sure this was all brand new stuff when I rebuilt this. That one doesn't work. God damn it. I got smart. I grabbed the flywheel puller while it was up, so I have to make another trip. What's going on, JP? Well, my dumbass didn't grab the channel locks. Ugh. How you doing, JP? You know, that's one of the driest, least amount of oil leaking out of the front bearing that I think I've seen. Except my OS. I mean, that 83 Drake engine, that thing's dry as a bone. Crank comes out real nice and easy. Hard to figure out, but yeah, I guess VP supplies the methanol Traxxas, blends everything else in heavy. Yeah, and that's what I had heard, that, you know, it's just the nitro methanol blend is you know, VP's mixture, and then like Traxxas and everybody else that uses VP, they do their own oil and additive mix. Whether they do it or they have VP do it, whatever the case is. I think VP makes a lot of oils and fuels for a lot of different things. Bearings are nice and smooth. Yeah, very little oil leaking out that front seal. That's impressive. I've seen even, you know, good engines, expensive engines, leaking out of that front bearing. Take out this pinch bolt. VP Racing is the largest supplier of fuel now. Yep. You gonna come out of there? Nope. Man, I hate sticking that in there on the threads too. You make like just like a blunt tool that fits these. That don't go down in there and mess with the threads, because it never seems to want to go out that way. Always the other way. But to get in there and push on it, pushing on the threads. Marathon. Even a lot of gas stations are VP now. Oh, Marathon. Oh, really? Yeah, I hadn't seen it at gas stations. I just seen it on like you know, racing stuff. Let me get some new paper towels. I'll be right back. The last roll of a 16-pack from Costco. Sorry, 10-pack. $16 10-pack is what I meant. They don't advertise, but VP produces their fuel. Learn something every day. Especially for power sports. Yep. Good cheap engines. Oh yeah. That's why I got 2 more of them sitting in the box. Is the South there actual VP gas stations? They sell nitro and race fuels to at the station. Oh, in the South. The actual. Oh, huh. Didn't know that. All right. I don't like all these dirt crumbs laying around, so we're gonna get a freshie. Man, it's crazy down here. The gas prices are insane. Of course, I mean, they fluctuate like everybody else's with the war and all the excuses for raising gas prices and whatever, but it's like daily they're competing across the street from each other. And it's ridiculous and insane how much they go up and down on a daily basis. I mean, I'm glad I'm not in California. It's really ridiculous over there, but when I was here back in 2020, it seemed like they were, like same prices as back home in the Midwest. Only 5 years later, California done moved in, and impose their stupidity. See Valero's VP2. Oh, good call, good call. Valero has VP Turbo Blue 110 at the pump. Damn. You put 110 in that Genesis, you can blow that thing up. Most gas stations that I go to, the highest I ever see is 97. I don't know if I've ever seen a 110 at a gas station. But I don't usually go to Valero either. No specific reason. That thing was filthy. I'm ready. Let's see, you I would love 110. Oh, I know. I just never come across it. No, sir. Are you sure? He's like, come on, Betsy. We're going to go do some crazy things. Imagine that little car running 110. The turbo would be glowing. Running hot. I know the turbo didn't really have anything to do with the gas. Kind of a joke. But I'm sure that thing would run pretty hot. Especially if it's not meant for 110. That's one of the things that, like, hey, what's up, JW? How you doing, brother? A lot of people don't realize about cars, engines, and like the level of octane. They're designed for specific amount of octane, and the igniter burns at a certain temperature, and you put too high octane in there, and if your igniter's not your spark, if it's not hot enough, you're not going to burn all that fuel, and you're not doing any good anyways. So always run what the manufacturer suggests. Make sure we got no crud in here. Yeah, anybody remember from last night what the measurement on that piston was? Runs kind of lean as it is. It would run. Oh yeah, well yeah, it'd run rich because it wouldn't really be able to burn it all off, unless you had a hot igniter. .9, 21.7 at the top, so 2 mil difference from top to bottom, or 0.2. So I said that wrong. I don't feel like digging the other ones out to compare, unless you guys are really wanting to see it. One last look at that nice pretty golden coloring before we clean that off. It runs kind of lean. Oh yeah, it runs lean. Because I run cheap gas a lot. Hey, that shit come right off of there. Yeah, I wanted to hear my turbos today, or turbo, not plural. So getting on the highway, I opened up my back sliding window and just stomped it because I wanted to hear that thing whistle. Only does it if you're really getting on it, or I can only hear it if I'm really getting on it. And this thing should still be a good plug. Yeah. It might have a little life in it. I'm gonna have to order me some more I think they're OS number 6s or 8s, whichever one is the hot. Finally not wobbly. What does that mean? What you talking about, Willis? Going up to St. George, Utah to drive some minis. What kind of minis? Mini Cooper? So turbo cars run cold plugs. Hot plugs will burn the strap off. What strap? What you talking about, Willis? What's going on, Next Level? How you doing, brethren? Hopefully we can get back to racing here soon. But it's getting too hot. No races going on at the moment. I think you guys, your racing season's the same as ours. Turbo is stupid load. You can hear it spool from a block away. The stap is the metal part at the end of the plug. Oh, I hear you. The part you gap. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. And looking back at what you were saying, so turbo cars run cold plugs, hot plugs will burn this. And one you say strapping, and the other one you say stap. Whatever it's called. I'm just messing with you. Alright, so this is what I've been wanting to check out. Yeah, this piston and sleeve's an exact replica of those other HPIs. Strap. Are you sure? It just says, "Hi, Patrick." Alright, show of hands. Who on here thinks I sound like Patrick Swayze? I mean, I'm not going to argue with the woman. You know, she hears what she hears, but I've never been told that before. And don't worry, I don't take offense to it. Now, JW and his wife are awesome peeps. Great hospitality when I went up there to visit them. You know, Labor Day's coming up. I have to see what my cash flow looks like. Whether we make it to the track or not, I may just have to come up there and visit you. I mean, we need to make it back to the track, but I'm just saying. You're crazy, man. Put your hands down. Oh, I mean, it's just like any other normal engine with that's broken in. It's got a good pinch to it, so we're happy with that. I'm not going to relocate everything just because it's a pain in the butt. I'm going to go hit this in the sink real quick, and then I'll be right back and we'll start putting this back together. So make sure I don't have any loose anything in there. The Sweetheart State Race will be in November. Yeah, November might be kind of busy for me with the racing here. That's probably right at the beginning of November, end of October is probably Oktoberfest, like it was last year. And at some point, hoping that we're trying to plan a trip with the wife coming this way, so they'll probably around Labor Day. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. But I would like to come up and hit that track again. It was a blast. It'd be interesting to see how much better I would do this year, because I mean I've gotten a lot more practice in. It's not a, it's probably mostly just like my opinion, but I'm gonna say it's not a bad idea when you take these apart, especially, you know, with just the loose dirt, to give it a good rinse. And then I hit it with WD-40 just to help draw the water out. And then as we rebuild it, oh hey, looky there, a VP. Just some drops of VP oil in there. I try to make sure you get plenty of oil in the bearings. And don't forget the front bearing. And it's sealed in there, but still getting some oil coated around it. A little bit of rotation. Got a little too much in there. W40 is the devil. I use it a lot. To the dark side, we have cookies and WD-40. How funny. Use WD-40 to clean. I say that all the time, man. WD-40 will cut through grimy, grease, nasty, especially if like you have an old air filter. And I don't know if you guys have ever had those old ones where the air filter oils just sit there for years and like Dawn won't even get it out, and you know it just, your air filter is just gummy. Hit it with some WD-40, brand freaking new. But I only use WD-40 in the engine just to draw the water out, because you know it's what it stands for: water displacement, water removal, whatever. So I joined a new Facebook group, Savage Central, I think it is. And you know me, posted some pics in there, and one of them was all the engines that I had sitting on the table. I did a video on that way back when, and some people did some commenting on it. You know, it was all good comments, but this one guy was like, would you be willing to sell any of them? Or to sell one? I mean, I never even thought about selling one. I wouldn't even know what to charge him. You know, and it's like, well, you want a repinch one? You want one that's just, that runs? You know, what it is that you want. But yeah, I wouldn't even know what kind of price to put on that. Texas Aggie, what's up? ATF Air Tool Oil 50/50. Oh yeah, you use WD to clean. I already said that. And again, I mean, WD-40 is a great cleaner, especially just for that greasy, grimy crap. Texas Aggie, I have a package ready for you. I think, if not sometime this week, early next week, like Monday, but I'm thinking about doing it on Friday. Hitting the post office and sending a couple of things your way. Been meaning to do it for a week or two. Man, that seems a little tight. What's going on here? What'd you do? I got a tool I want to try out. WD-40 bath on an RC, help make plastics a bit more bendy. Yeah, and it shines them up and all that good stuff. It's got a lot of good purposes. Best way to unstick a engine is old fuel and WD-40. Yeah, old fuel works great. All right, where's it at? There it is. I don't know if it works on this size. I think this is just for a I think this is just for like a 21. But hey, it works. As I throw some across the room. Alright, well. One of the guys from the track 3D prints those. Let's see. Selling nitros hurts. Oh, I know, man. Like, I hadn't really thought about it. Wasn't really wanting to, but I mean, sometimes people need a little help, and probably shouldn't hoard it all for myself, but I don't really want to. Is that where people like boost up the price of their nitros so that nobody wants to buy it, and then they can tell the wife I tried to sell it? No, I wouldn't do that though. Sorry, I've been in Dallas since Monday. Just got back. I need to send an emotional. Hey, not a problem, man. No rush. You offered it up as a donation, a gift. I'm not gonna rush you or nothing, so no worries. Just letting you know I'm working on getting yours in the mail. Ultrasonic and simple green unsticks them pretty good. Yeah, I can do it way faster than that. Michael Graham, what's going on, brother? Using WD-40 is the best way to get an air leak on a Traxxas 3.3 and a 2.5. Eats away the seals. Maxwell Smart. Yo, what's up, brother? It is the wheelie machine. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the videos of the old El Camino running the Dynamite 28, I think we set a new record for longest wheelie, at least by a savage. Alright, so why did it seem like it was really weird the way that I'd fit in there. I felt like I had something not lined up properly. Something is not right. And I have it in there the right way. But it's like it's catching it real tight, but I mean it's nice and free sliding like that. Alright, hole forward, cut out forward, skirt in the back. You know when you get these in backwards, because what the? Let me get in there. I wonder if my crank wasn't all the way in. Yeah, you know when you get these in backwards, because it won't go all the way down, it hits that front bearing or the wheel of the crank, whatever. The wheelie machine. There we go. Yeah, it wouldn't slide up in the piston. That was weird. Aw. I can't grip it to turn it. Yeah, now she's flowing smooth. Yeah, it was just it'd go up a little ways and just get hung up in there, but I think it's because the crank was working its way out, not sitting in there properly. Tell you what, Maxwell, right now I'm only doing 5 days a week. I have to plan another trip out that way, so it's and got a little free time. Head that way Friday after work, and head back Sunday. Just got to make sure my funds are good. Get in your hole. Why does this not fit in there? Usually this 0.5, there we go, fits inside the spring, but I guess that other side is a little closed off. happened? What'd you do? Ah. So little is hanging out under the bearing. Broke the left upper controls. Come on over, brother. Hell yeah. I did wreck my Revo today. Hey man, we wreck every time we go out. Don't act like it just happened once. If you ain't wrecking, you ain't having fun. Or you can even say, you ain't doing it right. Let's see. Broke the left upper control arm. That's an easy fix. Cheap too. Were you hitting the big jump? If not, you should have been. Pump pack went dead and it crashed. Oh, that sucks. Did you have a throttle return spring? I try to, as much as possible, run a throttle return spring, especially at the track. I've had issues with that freaking Futaba. I don't know how many times. Just, I don't know if it was what was it from? I know once it was the battery died. What was? Oh, I was having trouble with not the Futaba, but with these. It's a on-off switch, and I don't know if the loose connection was in here or down here or what, but I'd lose the signal and just go dead, middle of a pull on the throttle, and it would just quit. So, very fortunate I had, damn it, throttle return spring on there. Actually, I was using the rubber bands, but and I say rubber bands, but those little tiny black hair ties, and I think they use them for like braiding. Like this. These things work pretty good. Just having fun until, oh man. Lost mine under power line. Oh shit, just kept going. You're not running a Traxxas controller, are you? I've seen multiple people have that experience. I don't know, maybe I just don't run under power lines, but I don't usually have that problem. Damn it, a freaking pin fell out again. Alright, stay in there. Little flash guy glitches under power lines. Ah. Now, is that one of those cheaper models? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm just asking because I got the Noble. And as expensive as them things are, I think it's like $300. I'm hoping that I don't lose it under power lines, because that would suck. Sometimes the new bottles of Loctite spit out way too much. Always throw some oil around this just to help with the seal. $11-year-old battery pack. I knew it was shit. Now, is this something you've had the whole time? Or you got used an 11-year-old? Probably should have swapped that one out a little sooner. I mean, if it's a good brand and you take good care of it, I mean, they'll last. Actually had a car battery last, I think it was like 6 or 7 years according to the date on it at that time when I had to change it. As long as that date on it was accurate, that was a long lasting battery. Had my Baja run away under a cell phone tower, punched through a fence like Wile E. Coyote. Lucky a guy hung up and was doing a full throttle burnout on the other side of the fence. Well, a full throttle burnout's better than just a full throttle burn up. Yeah, them freaking Bajas are scary. Gotta have that kill switch. And I check it every time I fire it up, make sure it'll die. My GT5 has problems with lines and cell phone towers. Huh. I guess that'll never really run under... Like usually where I'm running at, there's no power lines. So I haven't really experienced that too much. I just had to run away for other reasons. Yep, the spot I was at had lines going all around. Worst case, but I had to run to catch it. You know, the one time I did have, well, the one time I can think of, there might have been a couple of them, but years back when I first got my Savage, I went to the skate park. You know, wanted to be cool like RC Sparks and everybody that started doing skate parks back in the day. This is like back in 2014. And it was night, the lights were on, and there was teenagers, young adults there skating, and they allowed us to, you know, they didn't have a problem with us running over on one side where nobody was at, and they were all basically like just sitting over on one side, getting high and hitting like a certain ramp. And it was down inside this bowl, and you know, them bowls are what, 5-6 feet deep, something like that. Just full throttle come flying up out of that bowl, and I mean, it had to have been 15 foot in the air, because I remember looking up at it thinking, holy shit. Just full throttle the whole way, come down, lands on like one of the back wheels, and luckily it landed on its side, and the two wheels were just pizza cutters, just screaming. And the guy I was there with, he was closer to it, and I was actually thankful and impressed. I mean, he just took off running over to it and killed it. That's probably my my worst runaway. Yeah, I still got the axle, you know, on those Savages. It's a drive cup, and then it's got the stem. Well, it where the slits are for the dog bone, like straight down on both sides, it cracked down that hardened steel, and I mean it would still work, but I swapped it out, and it's just sitting on one of my little tables. Still, after all these, that was like 12 years ago. Thing's still sitting there. I don't even remember why it did that. Either was using that, what's that black and orange control? I think OG uses it. What is that? RC, damn, what is that controller? I got it before I got the Fly Sky GT3, which was the orange one. But either ways, one of them controllers, that's why I don't use it anymore. It just basically took a shit. Bought the Revo new in 2015. Hell yeah. I almost bought one once. Better than what? Yeah. Oh, hit. Put an O in there and I can't read that. Better than yeah, someone's house or car person. Dude, one of the races that I was at, dude had a runaway. It actually had a couple of runaways. He was running a Mugen. No, I'm sorry, not a Mugen, X-Ray. And I think it was his battery. But yeah, he had multiple runaways. But man, this one, I think it was even during Oktoberfest. I just remember it was one of the races, and like that thing went like flying off the side of the track, and it hit the pipe, and when it hit that, those fences are only like 3 or 4 foot tall. It cleared that fence. I mean, it was screaming and just shot across the parking lot and went under probably 3 or 4 different vehicles. And that parking lot's all just desert. It's just dirt. And I lost sight of it. I was marshaling, so I couldn't like go see what was going on. I just seen it take off, and it literally went under like 4 or 5 cars, went right through some, like there's people sitting over there. It went right under their table and then slammed into somebody's tire, like, you know, the actual car tire. And it ripped off the like the whole, I think it was the driver's side. Just, you know, ripped off the upper arm, lower arm, ripped out the hinge pins, broke the bulkhead, bent the axle. I mean, it was a epic runaway. Yeah, that's probably the craziest one that I've seen. Oddly enough, he's one of the few people that I can compete with, and I've beat him a few times. Well, I say that, but I think most of the time his shit breaks and he can't finish. So, but I mean, you don't finish, you can't win. So. He's one of those guys that's just full throttle till, you know, he's off the track. That was the day I learned the kill switch lesson. Oh yeah, especially with the freaking Bajas. Nothing beats watching KGM chasing his in slow circles. Radio link. Thank you. Yeah, radio link. You know, and I mean, sometimes, you know, it's all you can do is budget stuff, and I get it, but after all that and just dealing with, I don't know. It's always glitchy, and it's like on my I think it's the GT3, the orange Fly Sky. It's like that throttle trigger got a little loose, and I mean, hell, you just lean it forward or lean it backwards, and it would move a little bit because like the spring was loose or something. I don't know. And next thing you know, that thing's driving, and it's like I'm not even touching it. What's going on? But and then I saw what is it, Nitro Talk with Todd, and that's a smart guy. Raced for a lot of years, and when he says your investment, your money should go into your electronics, I mean, he's right. He is right. I mean, bashing is one thing, but especially for racing. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, it's got a nice pop to it even without having the top on there. She's still got good seal. Any heavy metal heads in here? Or is it just rinks? It's funny how close his name is to Reeks. I found out at the track the electronics make the difference. Yes, sir. So, not only good electronics that aren't going to just shit out on you, but I've killed some servos just for the simple fact that you land some of those jumps. I mean, it smacks, and those tracks, like especially here where it packs down really hard like concrete, and yeah, when you hit that track, it's like landing on concrete. And I actually killed a couple of servos. One of them was a Savox. So you want to make sure you got a good one that's impact resistant. JW says I'm still here. I got an old Samuel M12S. Big difference over my Fly Sky units. Yeah, Samuels are badass, but you're gonna pay for them. Yeah, those cheaper Fly Skies, I mean, I had issues with those too. So far, the Nobles treated me well, but I haven't really had it too terribly long. You stay in there, flopping around. Alrighty, clean up these little shims. Tell me if you guys ever experienced this. You guys know I used to like Loctite everything, even these head screws. Had it toward Loctite had gotten in between the shims and created just little tiny droplet spot. Created a there's just a little crusty lip in there. just enough separation that it was spitting fuel out. Anybody ever experienced that, or just my dumbass? GT5 is okay most of the time. Yeah, I haven't used one, so I can't say, but that's awesome. Still use my MT44. Love it. What's the MT44? What brand? It's because I have 30 rigs, maybe more cheap, but does the job. Oh yeah, the for the Noble they're $40. For the the Fly Sky, and then for that Futaba, them damn things are $70, and I've had 3 or 4 of them things shit out. So whatever I have left, I'm gonna run in my my monster trucks or my my bashers, till it's done, and then it'll be no more. I'll put it up for sale. Let somebody else deal with it. It's kind of disappointing too. I really like that controller. Yep, those high-end remotes come with pricey RX units. Just that Futaba? Oh, well, even the Sanwa, I guess, but, I mean, the Noble, they're not bad at all. I mean, even your cheaper ones are at least 20. So I figure 40 for a high dollar track runner ain't too bad. And when it comes to servos, like, I mean, Nitro Pro are really good, and most of the guys at the track, they don't run the ProTech anymore because they've had some of them crap out on them. But I didn't find that out till after after I bought mine, so I'll use them until they take a dump, and then I'll switch over to the Nitro Pro. Oh, Sanwa. Yeah, I don't know all the different models of Sanwa, but that's cool. I hear nothing but good things about Sanwa. And as pricey as they are, it better all be good. Like Flash Guy 2, Sanwa receivers cost too much. Oh, damn, $100. I mean, if they're not crapping out on you and they're getting the job done, can't complain too much. Man, $100. I thought Futaba was bad. Yeah, Noble, $40 all day long. As a matter of fact, I just bought one not too long ago. Yeah, so that little guy there, $40. FGR 4B. That's what Mayfield uses, and so my buddy Joe Lacey, my pro driver that's helped me out a lot. Well, out of practice pro driver, anyways. But he's really good, and but he swears by it, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and so far so good. Spectrum receivers are all overpriced and glitchy. I won't do Spectrum. The term is sealer shimming. You talking about those head shims? What you talking about? Texas says knowledge. For the cheap, they do good. For those Fly Skies. Yeah, for budget price, man, one of the best engines out there. I don't care what anybody says. Have a Sanwall FM unit that's safe right. Safe right? What does that mean? Couple Futaba FM units too. What are you, a control hoarder? A transmitter hoarder? I thought the thing was sticking straight out the back. It must have been off the side. I was thinking it was out the back. Oh my God. I'm so used to these buttons being so tight that you can barely get them in or out. This one, just kind of sitting there, come apart real easy. Where did it all go? There's the screws. Where's the button? What the hell? Guess better plug in my phone before it goes dead. It's like that button just... Oh, it's still stuck in the cooling head. Never mind. Thought it rolled away. Alright. Take care of it, guys. Eric, I'll message you later. Alright, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Good seeing you again. Thanks for hanging out. But we all have those in a box somewhere. What? Just talking about all the controllers? Yeah, I got a box full of them. I don't like the stock controllers. Not necessarily usually anything wrong with them. I don't think I've really ever had any issues with stock controllers. But back to the old Todd quote. I can't believe that thing doesn't fit in there any tighter. Usually you gotta like wiggle it around, get it lined up just right, and press it. Anyways, yeah, as part of the electronics, I just like to make sure I got good quality. It's crazy how loose that is. Well, I didn't do anything different. It was like that last time I ran it. Big Boys Tours, what's up? Carlo, how you doing, my friend? Do wish there was a cheap radio that worked goo. I get tired of everything being bound to one remote. I don't mind having the one remote. I don't like having to carry 3 remotes if I want to take 3 RCs and go play. Or having to have room to have every remote for, for every RC. I think JP's got a remote for every RC, and I don't know where in the hell he keeps them. Taba 3PV. I got the 3PV whatever before I picked up the I think it's the 4T PM or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I didn't like the way that you set it up. I didn't like the screen. I didn't like the interaction with it. It was a pain in the butt. So I took it back and upgraded. No, not that way. Pretty sure it was off to the right side. Or was it in the back? No, it had to be in the back. Anybody wants to rewind when oh my God, this is ridiculous. I do not remember this thing being such a pain in the butt to keep it all sitting in place and lined up. So if anybody wanted to rewind, see which way this head was sitting, but I think it was straight out the back. I'm just bad at throwing out the AM radios I get with stuff. Bad at throwing them out, meaning what, you don't throw them out? I don't keep AM radios. I don't like the mile-long antenna hanging out of my RC. I've seen too many bad things happen with those AMs. .4 gigahertz. Flash Guy, a GT5, and a few Traxxas remotes. I think I have a Traxxas remote from when I got my Rustler. It's probably one of the few stock ones. Well, no, like when I got my Rustler, like really my main things that I had was the Rustler and the Savage. So at that point, yeah, I had both those controllers. And then as I started, adding and doing all that stuff, I tried going with the radio link first. Too glitchy, then I went with the Flash Guy GT3 or whatever it is, the orange one. My old, that old Truggy, the one I traded to OG, the, what was it, like one of the original Technos. That thing would constantly just, I'd let off the throttle and it would try to keep going. I didn't like it. No, John, when you get thread sealant or too much gasket sealer between two machine surfaces. Oh, sealer shim. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's what I do. Me Loctiting these head screws in. Because I've had them come out and shit, all of a sudden the car shuts off and the head's, halfway loose on it and debris all down inside there. So I started making sure that shit was Loctited in there, and then I had that issue, and especially when I'm racing, I don't use it. Now I just try to get in the habit of remembering to go through and, tighten them up real good. But all these screws back here, once it's in the vehicle, you can't get to them, so I Loctite all these. Let's see. So with the boats, I have to have the rescue boat on a separate remote. Right, yeah, I get that. Flash guy, if the receiver is still powered, it won't let you switch models. Yep, I understand that. So it's on the old Emax brushless remote. 28 pointing to the driver's side. Damn, nailed it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Freaking awesome, bro. That's why you're a mod. Traxxas FM radios, new remotes are super solid. Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt. But again, I mean, how many different receivers can you hook up to it? You know, if I had 5 Traxxas vehicles, I don't want to carry 5 Traxxas remotes. I don't know. I guess they sync up to whatever, but I like having my nice controller. I know it's not always feasible for everybody. I get it. I understand. Been there. Oh, get in there. Yeah, a little tappy tappy. Just a little happy tappy. Or happy tap, whatever. I need to clean that thing. You know what? Pushing that 8 o'clock mark. I got a few things to do. So we're gonna stop there. Hang out in BS for a few minutes. I don't want to get wrapped up in this. Yeah, so this weekend, get the old GoPro out and get some footage. I'll even do the onboard, get some wheelie footage. Hybrid, what's up, brother? J-Dub says, man, I'm slacking. Huh? Never done any engine maintenance. What? What? Gotta do the engine maintenance, brother. How's it going, Hybrid? It's all good, brother. We stripped it, we cleaned it, we rebuilt it. Good to go. Just gotta put the exhaust back on, clean up the carburetor, put the shoes and clutch back on. Yeah, we'll get out this weekend. Hopefully the weather's good and don't get crazy hot, but we got 4 minutes left. Yeah. Ain't gonna get much work done in that, so just BSing. 128, too bad they killed it. Yeah, thank God this one only has a gallon, and I got 2 brand new ones in the box, so we'll have Dynamites for a while. But like I was pointing out when we took this apart, I didn't like do a side-by-side comparison. I swear to God, it's the same piston and sleeve from the Savage 4.6. So if it fits, it ships. Yeah, great engine. One of my favorites for a basher budget engine. Torque monster. Just always, every time I fire it up, it just runs great. I love it. Just working on a Jado. Hell yeah. Eddie, what's the engine in the full throttle buggy? The one that I just was running around that field over and over and over again without letting off? The one you kept pinned for 5 minutes at a time? That is it's the budget, like RTR version Alpha 21. Just a 3-port, simple, cheap budget engine. That thing still runs great. I mean, nothing wrong with that engine, even after all that long pull. I think it was a Losi buggy. Yep. That was a beast of an engine. Still is, brother. People kept telling me in the comments, man, that shouldn't be doing blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all I was doing was proving a point because everybody's favorite YouTuber, The Send, the Full Send, blew his up thinking breaking it in at 350 was a good thing, and then was trying to basically say that it was trash and that the connecting rod that he blew up on it was like aluminum foil. I'm like, man, you're stupid. Those are awesome little budget engines. You know, when you break them in at 350, bad things happen. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, that was the reason I was doing that. Yeah, if tuned well, and the RTR engine still do. Oh yeah, yeah, it was a beast of an engine, just like Lotus says. I mean, I kept it a little rich. I mean, it was spitting plenty of oil, and it never hit that high pitch singing. You know, it never got over what 260. It might have hit 270, but it never got super hot. But yeah, I just wanted to prove a point. Let's see. That guy, Mr. Moogan. They hit 350, bad things happen. Now, and I will say, what he was trying to say was, I'm assuming it was Adam Drake. You know, they're saying when you're running on a track, and I mean, you're full throttle, you know, coming out of turn, just constantly on it, running a race, you know, they're going to get warm. You know, they might get up to 3, whatever. I don't know. Try to keep them, you know, when you're checking it, always try to keep it, you know, certain temperatures. All the engines seem to run better or worse, you know, different temperatures, whatever. But yeah, when you're breaking it in at 350, if you don't break it, blow it up right then, you're going to blow it up pretty soon. Because, yeah, you were definitely damaging it. And that was just, it was stupid. And yeah, it was his money, his engine. He can do what he wants with it, like he was saying. Fine. But don't turn around and say that it's trash. I mean, those Alphas are good engines. You know, Ryan Lutz has a good site selling good product. Just because you're stupid does not mean that product is trash. And basically, like, he told me when he bought it, you know, I inspired him, blah, 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 because I was running the Alpha stuff. And then turns around and blows it up and talking about how cheap it is. Like, I felt like he was just making a dig at me. So that was the whole reason for running that engine the way that I was. And I mean, it's still in great shape. So, anyways, enough of that. Let's see. All right, take it easy, JP. Talk to you later, brother. Only tree fitty you want is from South Park. Only Mr. Novarossi himself can do such things, but he was full blessed by the Nitro gods. Yep. Mine never get above like 225. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind getting them up to like, you know, 240, 250. And like when you're running truggy, even the guys at the track, because I hit 265 and I was like, ooh, shit, let's, you know, richen it up a little bit. And the guy looked up at me. He's like, man, it's truggy. He's like, they run 265. Otherwise, they don't get the power. You know, they don't make the jumps. And, you know, he's a racer, so I listened, and it runs great. Mine's a red motors. Here's runs, his doesn't. Right? If you had to choose same price Alpha 28 or SH28. So when it comes to that, I've never even, I want to get that Alpha 28. You know, I want to put it in the Savage and see what it does. I've never had the SH28. I hear good things about both. I've had both brands. You know, I'd like to try both of them out and give you a good, honest answer of that. But from my experience with Alpha, great engines. The only SH I ever had was a cheap one that come in a Red Cat. And, you know, early days, not knowing what I was doing very well. I don't think that first stock one lasted more than like 4 or 5 gallons. And then when I got the second one, I did a proper break-in on it, and it was a good little engine. I just couldn't get it to shift gears, so I didn't really run it much. No matter what I did, it wouldn't shift. I mean, they're both good budget engines. Wow, that's a good question, Hybrid. Damn good question. Lotus says or Alpha. You know, that's might try the Alpha though. You know, you can't go wrong with either one of them. But I mean, for the price, some freaking Alphas are badass, dude. 265 Inc 350. That is a true statement, bro. Any version of Red Cat SH is not great. This is true, brother. But I tell you what, my first one, it was the old Volcano little 10 scale buggy. It came with the Vortex purple head, Vortex 18. That engine was great. I never had any problems with it. Once I learned how to prime it and get it started, shoot, that engine ran a lot longer than that car did. I'd think about driving that car and it would bend an axle and break an arm. But yeah. I have SH28. It made crazy power and great RPM. It broke one-way bearing if you looked at it funny. Red Cat seemed to use cheaper version of SH. Yeah, I'm assuming that. So when I started seeing Todd talking about the SH, because he did a lot of videos on those SHs, and I mean he was pretty high on them. And I'm like, really? You know, I thought SH was just a cheap engine that they would put in those Red Cats. And started looking into it, and yeah, when you get the, I don't know if you call it a racer version, but that one was like a PG something with like a 4 or 5 digit number behind it. It was one of them that he was using for racing. You know, some of those are pretty good engines. But yeah, that it was the old blue-headed one, and they put it on the, it was on the Caldera, a little blue 4-wheel drive, 10th scale monster truck. I barrel rolled that thing in thick grass, and it popped a Texas-shaped hole in the side of the body. And I like had to tape it back together. But yeah, good old Red Cat, good beginner brand. One thing bad about it is you fix it more than you drive it, and it can stir some people or steer some people away from the hobby. I was already hooked though. I wasn't gonna let it get the best of me, and I said, forget that. We're going with a Savage, and that's when I bought my Savage. No more Red Cat. But you know, some of the stuff nowadays it's better. I mean, they still break though. Every video I watch of a Red Cat, it seems like something's breaking on them. But I mean, you know, they're the budget cars. Don't jump it. Don't hit anything. Just keep it flat on the concrete. Don't roll it over, and you'll be fine. Yes, plus those cheap engines take a lot of fuel, bad porting, but run well. Yeah, and like when I had that, I didn't know enough about the hobby or enough about nitro to really understand or like know these things. So, you know, but yeah, the whole thing was cheap. I mean, the servos, and they may be different now, but those Red Cat servos, and that I got those in like, I got one of them in 07, the other one in like 2010. I mean, you'd be driving along and all of a sudden it just steers left. Can't do anything with it. Open up that servo and there was like 3 wires in there, and one's like neutral position and then right, left. And the wire just pop off and I have to resolder it. I resoldered them damn servos probably 3 or 4 times. And then I started buying better servos. But yes, we all learn. Yep. Some of us anyways. Alright guys, well I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. Sorry to cut it short for you, Hybrid, but I got things I need to go do before bedtime. I'll try and get a video out this coming up weekend running this, and then we will be back Monday. You guys take care. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Have fun. Burn up all your nitro. Treat each other with respect. Until next time, much love and peace.